Welcome to Capital's another market outlook video. I'm Sanket Bendre from the Fundamental Research Team, and in this video, we'll be discussing about some of the key things that happened over the last few weeks, as well as we will discuss on the sectoral indices performance, as well as the Nifty 50 and other benchmark indices that performed over the last few months. So let me share my screen, and we will start the video right ahead. I hope the screen is visible. Okay, so as I mentioned, we will discuss some of the key decisions that happened in this week. So if you see, the first and foremost will be on the domestic front with RBI's MPC repo rate keeping unchanged at 5.25%, which followed the MPC's unanimous decision in the recent meet that happened on 8th of April. So the further, on the GDP growth front, the RBI estimates for FY 2027 came at 6.9%, and for CPI inflation, it is at 4.6%. So we are saying that again, given this increase in inflation and current geopolitical situation, we might see some rise in inflation as well as prices within the Indian market. So as a result of that, RBI has maintained its status quo decision, and they are planning. They have kept the repo rate unchanged at 5.25%. Further, on the international front, if we see on the US, the GDP growth slowed sharply to 0.5% on a YY basis in the fourth quarter of calendar year 2025 from previous of 4.4%. So this undershoot expectations came during the heightened global geopolitical tensions. Further, according to latest data release, real GDP grew at an annual rate of 0.5% on a YY basis. This was lower than both the earlier estimate of 0.7% and the market's expectation of 0.7% as well. So we are saying that the GDP growth in the US market has also slowed down due to the tariffs which came in the previous year. Further, the current geopolitical tensions also impacted the markets. Hello. Further, on the current Middle Eastern crisis situation, so currently Israel and Lebanon have agreed to a 10-day ceasefire, which will be starting from Thursday, that is April 16, that is yesterday. So US President Donald Trump has said, after speaking to Israel's Prime Minister and Lebanese counterpart, they have agreed to a 10-day ceasefire between both the countries. So that was a key positive trigger that happened in the market. On the sectoral front, if you see, just a second. On the sectoral front, if you see during this US-Iran tensions, this is how the sectors perform, with Nifty Realty Index declining by minus 18%, Nifty Banking Index coming at 18%, then Nifty Auto Index coming at negative 15%, then Nifty FMCG Index coming at minus 13%, and Nifty India Consumption Index coming at minus 11%. Further, however, one of the key sectors that performed well during this crisis was the Nifty Pharma Index, which came at negative 2%, whereas Nifty IT Index was negative 3%, and Nifty Metal Index coming at negative 8%. So all in all, these are some of the key sectors that perform well slightly compared to the other sectors that majorly underperform the overall markets. On the indices front, these are some of the Nifty Mid Cap P, Nifty 50 P, and Nifty Small Cap P. So if you see currently, the red line indicates the Nifty Small Cap P, which is currently at 16.9 times of its forward P. The Nifty Mid Cap P, which is in the black line, it is at 24.6. Whereas Nifty 50 P is at 90.8. So if you see Nifty 50 and Nifty Small Cap are currently lower compared to its 5-year average, whereas just here as it is mentioned here. So Nifty average P is currently at 19 and it is close to its average P, whereas similarly small cap is currently lower compared to its 10-year average of 17.2. However, on the mid cap front, if you see, again it is closer to its 5-year average of 23.6 times. So all in all, currently during this market situation, most of the indices are currently trading to its historical averages, which indicates that we are on the valuation terms near a fair valuation across the indices. So that's all in this video. So I hope you like this video. And do like, share, and subscribe GEPL Capital's YouTube channel. Thank you.